Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube,
join our cult.
Go on Twitter and moan at each other because nobody likes anybody else, do they?
Yay! So once again, it's the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast, joined by Ross on Wrestling.
Guten Tag, here Matthew.
Very nice.
That just came out like a charmer, didn't it? Yeah, Matthew.
That's how the Germans say it. Down the bus station. And here's
The
Jack.
Busbahnhof.
See, and here's Jack the Jobber.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Qué tal?
It's great.
Muy bien, ¿y tú? Okay.
Über die Brücke, there's a bit of German.
Over the bridge.
Bridge. Ich keine Busbahnhof.
Unter die Brücke
I am a
downtown.
bus station.
Oh.
Do hast.
That's the
Do
No,
hast mich.
not Rammstein. Why does everyone like them? No, I don't want to start
Son.
on this.
They're touring. Well, actually, not touring England, but touring everywhere else in Europe. I think that's a...
Watch your
sign of
eyes.
disrespect.
That's the second most biggest tour that's going on at the minute because Baby Meteor are over here soon.
Baby metal.
nice.
Baby Meteor.
Yes, famous German band.
Baby
And
metal,
they like
weird.
wrestling. Speaking of wrestling, very briefly, before we go on to Silly Bollocks. Actually, no, before we go on to Silly Bollocks, I told my friends last night, and they said, oh, we like watching the Cultaholic Video Podcast. I went, oh, thank you, that's really appreciated. They go, yeah, we like it when you say something, Matthew, and the other two guys make no reaction whatsoever.
I would react if I understood. I never understand.
It's like when Ross is like nodding, like look at the ceiling, look at his watch, considering his life choices. So thank you for the people that watch this because they enjoy it. Thank you for the people who watch it for cringe. Thank you as well. Like ODB got your money. So let's go on to the rest of the
man.
news.
Since me and Matthew
that
heard
came
that
on the
last
club
weekend,
on
right?
Saturday.
Came on in the club, and yeah, it was just. I've never realised what a catchy yet disturbing song it is. Do you know it?
It's in Ready to Rumble.
Baby, I got your money.
Is it?
Aye, there's the scene when they're at the party thing outside.
Oh,
So
like
three-
Mean Gene who's drunk.
3/4 of the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's playing then. That's how I came from.
Is it really be
Hey, I
it?
love it that you know that song from that film. Anyway, wrestling news.
You give me your number. Sorry, again.
Walk out with my pistol. WWE Raw Women's Champ, Becky
In
Lynch.
this house.
I don't have a problem with you effing me. I have a problem with you not effing me. Becky Lynch, speaking of not effing me, Becky Lynch is in a relationship with WWE Universal Champion Seth
What?
Rollins.
This is big breaking news from this week. That
Yeah,
we learned
apparently.
at-
Wait a minute. It's just the script from...
We learned at Stomping Grounds where we kicked ass and took all the names. They were in a relationship. They said it about 17,000 times. I thought it was worthwhile just, putting that in there so everyone else could fully understand finally that those two people are in a consensual relationship with each other.
I think you do have to say it because I was watching this going, I'm not being funny, but are they really?
It was like they had a gun to their head, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Vince McMahon going, you get out there and show
It's like
affection.
me and Jack, look, we're together.
So when she slapped him on the arse as well,
Yeah.
and he went, he sold it. He went, whoa.
Hey, look at the banter we have.
Cheeky.
So, good for them for having a completely real and authentic relationship.
If they had a baby, the law of averages would dictate that it'd be all right at Twitter. Because one of them's... Yeah.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was
Cheers,
good, Jack.
Yeah.
I like that. Speaking of Twitter, more of that coming out later on because we have a surprise for Reese's Pieces.
Whoa.
It's only a surprise if you've not been checking social media this week. Jinder Mahal signs a new... Wait a minute, what? Jinder Mahal signs a new 5-year deal.
Fair.
So has Mojo Rawley and Mrs. and Mr. Canellis.
Mojo Rawley.
They're locking down all the big guns.
Mojo's re-signed. Good
Mojo
for, good
has,
for
yeah.
him.
You can't begrudge the lads and lasses for getting 5-year deals
I
on
know.
what is probably big money, but
The Canellis have a kid as well.
but
Who's
like,
all right at Twitter?
for a trio to re-sign in a matter of a week. Jinder, Mojo, and the Canellis. Sorry,
Breaking
the
news.
foursome.
Breaking news. All right, well, good for them.
Unbelievable.
I'm delighted for Mojo. Imagine you had a footballer on your team who performed as often and as well as, not that he's bad, but as often as Mojo, and he got a 5-year extension. You'd be like,
He comes out every commercial break and cuts a promo.
I think he's a talented man. He just needs more of a chance.
I think he's talented as well, man. I like his promos when he gets all sassy and like subdued.
Right. We laugh at Mojo, but what's he missing? You know, he can wrestle
A
all
good
right.
attire.
Okay.
He should draw on this side of his face. Evolve's 10th anniversary special to air on the WWE Network at the same time as AEW Fight for the Fallen.
You know that
Ruffians.
charity show?
Yes.
That charity show where stuff's going to charity and good things will happen.
Yeah, charity.
Vince McMahon's just gone.
If you believe the point of view of Kenny Omega, who was angry on Twitter.
He was an angry man.
There's got that has to be the only reason though. They're just trying to take a little bit of the market share away from
Oh yeah, of
Fight
course.
for the Fallen.
Indie-
Absolutely.
Kids
But
of-
luckily for everybody, it's only Evolve.
I know.
I think, speaking of charity, I think it's charity.WWE has a network with them.
But all the NXT lads are there. I think it's Adam Cole versus Tozawa and Matt Riddle against Drew Gulak. And
Wait, to interrupt. Tozawa was on the show.
I think so, yeah.
Is it not going to be
I
like
thought Tozawa had gone. Or he's
No,
not
he's still contracted for bare time.
Tozawa was on Storming Grounds.
I don't know, but now.
Right.
Like after 205.
Excuse me.
Don't die.
Tozawa's still there.
It's jeez. Mojo Rawley 5 years, but Tozawa, please. Yeah, that's
It's dirty, innit?
Are they going to show up with what's the Evolve version of the DX tank?
Oh,
When those
in a-
like
Gabe Sapolsky in a mini.
in a Robin Rely.
those little red and yellow little things like heads out.
I like it. It's got some good wrestlers. I'd never have known about Darby Allin if it wasn't for Evolve or Austin Theory. You seen Austin Theory?
I have seen Austin Theory.
Have you seen him?
Yes.
I wasn't about to say the state of him. You know what I mean?
The state
No,
of
not in
Austin
a
Theory.
bad way. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
How does he look like? How does a person look like that?
Being healthy.
He's ridiculous. He's got some genetics in him. Like,
Yes.
I don't want to be like, whoa, but whoa. Have you seen Austin Theory?
Yeah, he's took shades of Linford Christie, hasn't he, from back in the day? If you want to be the best, if you want to beat the rest, dedication's what you need.
I don't even remember that.
Oh my god.
I think so. You always take a thing from Clifford Christie, why he's got a massive AEW Files trademark for Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Massive feat.
Yes, that helps him run.
Speaking of, hang on.
You
Oh,
alright?
aye.
need to get
It's
this on
punishment time, boys and girls.
Getting me.
Higher. Higher.
Oh
in
my
shot?
god.
No, higher.
I can't get it on camera. I'm wearing a clown shoes, right?
Jack, I can hear your bones go.
That was the chair. I'm 26.
It's
It's
like
okay.
the Tin Man.
Oh, my legs. Bloody hell.
Aye, but we've got to talk about Tom Campbell. you know Tom Campbell, your North.
Oh, yeah, he's
wrestling
in the Evolve
broadcaster.
show as well.
No, he's a bit of a dick.
No.
He's nicked our championship title belt.
Is that why he was on Twitter?
He's done a CM Punk.
I thought you'd done like a thing where he'd beat you or
So he
something.
rocked
Oh, you
it.
stole
He
it.
did.
He rocked up on Sunday and he was like, "Oh, I'm here on behalf of Adam Pacitti. If I win, he gets the title and whatnot." And then at the end of the video, he just runs away with it.
It started off Andre the Giant Ted DiBiase. He's going to give him the belt.
Yeah.
Then it turned into CM Punk walking out.
He took it on the Metro today, which I
That's
was
bold.
disgusted
That's a
about.
brave move.
Because
Depends
they're,
where.
on the Metro.
they're off. There's just piss and poo everywhere on the Metro.
Disgusting.
A man and a woman, two separate incidents, both were recorded pooing on the Metro in the seats.
I've seen
And he's
worse.
there
Shining with
dragging our
Metro.
belt through that. Oh,
So were they in the background when Tom took his selfie? Because if so, well done, lad. How dare he bemoan the good name, the good name of
moody.
Cultaholic? That's for my job there.
Yeah.
That I can be able to effing say it. AW Files trademark for Wednesday Night Dynamite. I always said that.
Wednesday Night Dynamite as well.
yeah.
Ooh.
I thought it was Tuesday night Dynamite, but it's not. It's Wednesday.
I think they've not previously filed the trademark for Tuesday Night
I
Dynamite.
don't know.
Okay.
I think that, but yeah, going ahead with Smack. Well, actually, they could go ahead with
SmackDown's going to
nowadays.
Fridays in October though. when they
Oh,
launch.
that's right.
It's all change in the biz. I can't wait.
We're gonna have to work Saturdays.
Saturday. Nikki Bella's brain cyst is benign.
I included this.
I didn't even know she had one. So
Oh, yeah.
She
I'm
said
happy
it, she
for her.
revealed it on Jimmy Kimmel or Fallon. One of them.
Is Fallon the one that just laughs at everything?
Yes.
Well, so is Kimmel. I mean, if we're
Fallon's,
splitting hairs here,
Fallon's the one who's best mates with Justin Timberlake and they do little raps together and stuff.
yeah, he was on Saturday Night Live and I forget what the other one.
He's
did.
in the cowbell sketch. He's the drummer.
Yes.
Yes.
He's a guy who can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good. Nice news. Nice news that though. That, yeah. Good for.
If you want it benign, you want it. If you have a cyst, you want it to be benign. Don't
Yeah.
You? That's a weird sentence to say. Why did I say that?
Sounds like something you say to prep yourself before you go on the air. If you want to cyst, you want it to be benign.
I'll give it to you straight, like a pear cider that's made from 100% pears. Carry on.
Yeah. Like a blind man reading. I'm feeling it. Love that lyric. And in other news, I guess Stomping Grounds happened.
It's past, and it was a good show until it got convoluted towards the end. It was a good show, I thought.
An hour and a half in, it was good, and then the rest of the show happened, and I just switched off.
What was your favourite match on the card?
Drew Gulak
Oh, yeah.
finally
Fair.
winning the 205 Live title.
I think that was my second
Cruiserweight
favourite.
title.
The,
It's called.
I like the meaningless tag match. Owens and Zayn and New Day.
That
was
was
cool.
good.
It started off really fast, and it was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's what. So, I haven't seen an official number for the attendance. Meltzer, not Meltzer, some other guy that I can't remember the name of said it was estimate that Formal Mania used said it was between 4,000 and 6,000.
4,000 is between 4 and 4,500 paid.
That's what
with
Meltzer said,
6,000 in.
Papered.
Right. Because everyone was like, wow, that's a tiny crowd. And the number to beat, just so everyone knows, Taboo Tuesday 2004 had 3,500.
On a Tuesday, though.
But
On a Tuesday.
it's weird,
I don't know why they did that.
I don't know why they did it, though, because they had it in the Tacoma Dome, which I Wikipedia'd, and that's a capacity of 23,000.
Oh.
Why would you put Stomping Grounds, the rematches, and a B show, and all that malarkey in a 23,000-seater arena?
I don't know. Why would you have a big show?
That's what I was thinking when I saw the top.
By the way, it's Mr. 5-Star Wrestling's birthday today, so I thought I'd wear this as tribute.
Who is Mr. 5-Star Wrestling?
Mr. Dan Hinkle. You know the answer to that.
Ah,
Ross.
to me, Mr. Haig is Mr. 5-Star Wrestling.
Oh, I see.
I'm also wearing a 5. Joe Henry was the commentator, wasn't he? So there we go.
Yes, and he streamed all the shows on his
Twitch.
Twitch channel. Which we still don't know if Dan Hinkle knew about that.
Joe
But
Henry.
I think the only person who made money from that was Joe Henry,
Yeah.
so God love
Twitch
you.
hero.
But about the attendances,
Oh, yeah.
I did a little bit of maths before, right?
Oh,
so you
great.
had the 6,000 tops at Stomping Grounds. Raw had 3,500 in, and then Alvarez reckoned SmackDown had between 1,500 and 2,000 in. So that's like a max of 11,500 for 3 WWE shows in a week.
And they could have all fit in that one arena.
Yeah.
But weirdly, though, God, they were loud at Stomping Ground. They were so into it. I don't know if they had the extra mic them, put an extra like boom mic there in the crowd or whatever. But they were louder than some of the big crowds they've
They
had.
should have just used the fake SmackDown noises from back in the day. Do you remember the ones like from mid 2005 that wasn't a cheer, it was like a 1,500 people doing that at once.
Yeah, the weirdest. Oh, you alright?
That hurt, that did.
The weird. Don't do it again. The weirdest thing was when they like obviously pre-tape shows like used to be on Sci-Fi or SmackDown before obviously went live. They'd have the fake crowd noise in, but they'd have it during when nothing's happening. It's just this steady stream of people going, just like yay in general. Someone's walking backstage. It's like yay, like, just that steady. Like if you was on Audacity, it would be that level.
Like a bed. It's like a bed of noise.
Yeah, a bed of not. That's beautiful.
That's well, it's what they call it in the radio business. A bed is
do they?
you know when someone's reading the news and there's like a
Yeah.
that's a bed.
Cultaholic radio podcast. That one.
Weenie and the butt. It's from Family Guy, I think. Carry on.
Yeah. And what were your highlights from Stomping Ground to make it brief? Because why should we give it much attention if they didn't?
Tucker Knight. Sorry, just Tucker.
He was good, him.
He was good, him. That's the first time I've seen him be good.
Yeah.
And outshine Otis.
Otis up though. When
He did Otis up. He was good, wasn't he?
I liked Otis grabbing Ricochet and going, "I love you, Ricky," when he'd won the US title.
That put him over. No one cared about Ricky winning until Otis gave the seal of approval.
Love you, Ricky.
The crowd during
Brian.
the Stomping Grounds Heavy Machinery, whatever their name
Yeah.
is, match. That was quite impressive.
I like that.
I like
Please
the
recycle.
driver Prius.
Driver Prius.
Which is misguided, though, by the way.
Oh,
Because of how they're made, with the batteries and whatnot getting shipped from Norway to Japan and Japan all over the world. They do more harm than they do good, Priuses.
I didn't know that.
Aye, they're disgusting. Just drive a little petrol engine. That's the best you can do, I reckon, in cars. I wish I could
So
talk
there's
about
only
cars
two
more.
options. Yeah.
Yeah, they can get like electric cars, I guess.
You wish you could talk about cars more.
Yeah, I like cars, mate.
Like an
Do you think they
offshoot
should go,
channel.
Please car share.
Get the bus.
Just walk. Take you 4 hours, but you'll get there. And what was the negatives of Stomping Grounds?
The main event.
The main event, yeah.
Oh yeah, right. That was easy.
Not that Lacey was the referee, because that in the kayfabe made complete sense.
Yeah, it did.
It was just the way they went about it.
The whole, I don't like the whole Rollins and Becky forcing the relationship into the stories and that. I just feel like you can tell that they're not fully,
Becky
or at
Lynch
least I
doesn't
think
like
that
it.
they're not fully into it. But I don't know. But you know what I
Becky
mean?
did, yeah.
You
Becky,
tell.
yeah. Becky didn't like doing that until she slapped him on the arse.
Yeah. You had the impression that Becky would just destroy a guy like Seth.
Did you see her justification for it on Twitter? She was
No.
like, "You can slap a man's face, you can slow count him, but when you touch his crotch, that's when it's fine. Or when you give him a low blow, that's when I run in." Something like that.
Yeah, but Lacey said he's got a little willy.
Oh,
Everyone knows that's not true.
Yeah. Something like this.
Room
Well done, Ross.
605 or whatever it was back in the day.
Do you want to come to room 605?
605 live. Any other news that we've missed out? We should end on that high note.
I can't think of any. Well, we'll talk about the Twitter beef later. I can't
Yeah.
think of anything else.
Yeah, we'll end it now while we're all thinking about his cock.
Every everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
And now it's time for everyone's favourite segment, the Hall of Fame.
I can't believe the results this week.
Oh, is there a shock?
I've had a look. Have a I. In descending order, in third place, The Rock,
How much?
9%.
9%.
Whoa!
Which means 9 votes. Drake Maverick, 43. That was my pick. Oh, 43%. That's a shame because he's been one of the highlights of Raw. But the winner, but not me winning, but Jack winning, with 48% is Botchamania.
Yeah, you won.
Thank you.
Congrats, buddy.
So there were some nice tweets I got from this saying, well done you for being in Cultaholic Hall of Fame. Like, that's a life achievement. That's what it all came down to, retiring after this. So, yeah, thank you very much for voting on the Cultaholic video podcast to vote my video series in. That is the only reason I'm here. It's a passive aggressiveness. That's so Jack could win. Yeah, there we go. I think I got that right. So thank you very much for all voting. As the winner of last week's vote, Jack, you may go first this week.
Matthew, do you know a man called Josh Bevan?
Not off the top of my head.
Josh Bevan, I believe, is something to do with Riptide.
Oh, maybe.
He did a little song, right, on Josh Get the Bevs in Bevan, as I call him. He did a little song on Twitter. He's not just a wrestling promoter.
Oh, he's
A very
is that
sexy
Josh?
and talented man.
Yes, because
Am I
he's
allowed
friends
to
with another friend of mine.
Am I allowed to just play the song?
Go ahead.
This is
We make the rules
Ross,
here.
listen to this, right?
I'm listening.
You're going to rip into this and I'm going to feel stupid.
Do you got somewhere to go tonight? Well, maybe you and me could hit the road tonight. Just stick me on the hip with the beep, beep, beep. Come follow my lead, dear sweet tea, sweet tea. I know we join with it, make drinks right. Oh,
It gets really
I
good.
know a place where the bass sounds high. I'm sure that any space that contains your smile is said to be the spot where the sparks gon' fly, girl. So go ahead and cool up your girlfriends. Tell her that you ain't gon' be on by 10. Till I'm like 3 a.m. Cause baby girl, I just need to look at you when I'm vibing.
Smooth jams for the summer.
Vibe from you, yeah.
So that's
Yeah, 'cause apparently he gets paid to do that as well as do Riptide. And
thoughts on the song? On Vibin' by Josh Bevan. Josh Get the Bevs in Bevan.
it's not quite Jean-Paul Barligan.
What? Sean Paul?
Shot it, Paul.
Ross, thoughts on the song?
Like Ed Sheeran, but not quite.
I thought he was a bit more hip than Ed Sheeran. A bit more indie, you
It's
know?
a big claim, that, because Ed Sheeran's hip.
I was going
not
to say he's got
Ed
all the
Sheeran's
tattoos
not.
now,
Ed
hasn't he?
Sheeran's. He's always had them tattoos, everyone just forgot.
Oh.
My nomination.
Again, it still comes up on Facebook.
My
scrolling
nomination
down.
is the lovely song Vibin' by Josh Get the Bevs in Bevan.
Cool.
I've met him once. I met him in North.
Hall of Fame is
Check out-
commercial consideration paid for by the following.
I think he's involved with Riptide. They're a cool promotion. Brighton, are they?
Yes, they are.
They're the ones with the interesting camera angles and that.
I like that you know his music, but you don't know the
I didn't
rest of
know he was the Riptide guy until
Oh,
I
you
clicked-
actually know his music
I
before
clicked
that?
on his profile.
Oh, right.
I was like, let's see some more songs. I need more of Vibin'. And then
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, he's the Riptide guy.
Yes,
So,
he is.
Yeah, Josh Get the Bevs in Bevan. I've bestowed that nickname upon him.
Yes, and yes, you are right. Riptide are the ones with the
Interesting camera.
everything looks like Drive almost.
Yeah.
So yeah,
A real human being.
that's yeah. The great.
I've seen Drive. I've seen another film.
I just want to expect you to sing. It's going to be good. It's going to be like, oh, Josh, you're in Hall of Fame. Oh, for Riptide. No.
The Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
Do you have any shout outs to the upcoming shows? Yeah, maybe next week. Ross, what is your paid advert?
Have you been on Twitter this week? I'm not going that way. I'm going a different tangent.
Oh, okay, go
Oh,
on.
you
Have
go
you
for
seen a
Josh
man?
Bevan?
You seen a man called Superhuman?
Oh, no.
There we go.
He's
Is that the
gonna
Hall of
win.
Fame segment now?
Yeah, he's
There
gonna
we
win.
go. For the people who don't know who Superhuman is,
He does it for all the gigolos and the gigolettes.
Juggalos and juggalettes.
Juggalos and
Not
gigolettes.
the
gigolos.
Gigolos.
Sorry, I was watching Buff Bagwell last night. Hey, he's a gigolo. Wait, is he still a gigolo? Buff Bagwell? I remember,
How much money have you got in you?
I remember writing an article about 4 years ago about it, and I saw the advert for his gigolo thing, and it was just him shagging an old woman. His bare ass bouncing up and down. I was looking at Buff
I remember
Bagwell's
you
bare
talking
ass.
about his bare ass
Anyway,
jumping down.
there's just this man or child. Well, he's got a beard. He's a man on Twitter who just jumps through things. He just jumps through things
Rips his
for all
top
the
off.
juggalos and the juggalettes. Whoop whoop.
F that F.
F that S. I hope you like this. Don't try it at home. And off he goes. He just jumps through things. Barbed wire we've seen.
Yep.
Bricks, microwaves. He's drove a scooter into a bush.
Coffee cup.
Coffee cup, yeah. Lego. Thumbtacks on the floor.
All right.
If you I've recently followed him, so you go on my Twitter, you'll be able to find him via that. I can't remember.
Did
what
you
his
see
thing is.
Joey Janela?
Yes, he's already got a fan in Joey Janela who did an F and S and elbow to Joey Ryan, I think it was.
Yeah, Joey Ryan.
So you should take the internet by storm. I looked at his Twitter account 2 days ago. 8,000 followers. Yesterday it was up to like 24.
Whoa!
I don't know what it's on now. But yeah, he's grown. It's a sensation.
I hope he gets flown over here for Progress or whatever, and we have him in the studio.
Can we get him on?
The next Conrad Wrestling
If you
convention.
like a lot of wrestling, F this S smash. Oh my Cultaholic.
I was going to go for Rafa Benitez, but...
I thought you might.
Dear me, how the hell have they let that happen? I wish I could have a podcast.
Are you
about
going
the
then?
football.
Because if Rafa Garden's where you going?
I haven't been gone since we got promoted. Cause I saw the writing on the wall back then. Ashley only spends money to get us back in the league, and it's just all about
So
surviving in the
what
league.
does this mean for the takeover? Is that not a thing now? Or is
The
it still a thing?
takeover was all a bravado, Jack.
Was it?
Oh, it was just a cover-up story, so they could go, "Oh, we're trying to get this takeover completed, but we couldn't get Rafa's deal sorted in time." Oh, what a shame, lads! I think it's all just some tomfoolery because Newcastle's admitted in court. Why are we talking about this on the wrestling?
No, go ahead. No, please.
They've admitted in court they've lied to the media and the fans before in the past, so it's all just a big bloody lie. Dear, how they let this happen?
Messed up Keegan, messed up Rafa. Mag actually could literally mess up a wet dream. But on the good news, being positive, and we are here at Positive
Messed up
Cultaholic.
Keegan?
I didn't think he bloody wouldn't buy Luka Modric because he's too small.
That's right.
Well, that was more.
Really?
That was more Mr. Jimenez. What was he called? I've forgotten his name. The lead scout back in the day.
Oh, yeah, right. I know what you mean. Can't remember
Anyway,
his name. Let's not plug him.
He sold James Milner behind Keegan's
Yeah.
back.
Oh.
Jimmy Milner is Brazilian. We won sell for 20 million. On the wing, he's effing brilliant. Jimmy Milner. But we sold him for 16.
And coincidentally, that's Superhuman's favourite footballer.
For Brazil, he should play Donny Collins. For Brazil, he should play up front. For Brazil, he should play Donny Collins. Donny Collins is a skillful...
So,
What's your favourite football champ, Matthew?
there's a few. Because I make a lot of noise at wrestling shows. I do like your support, your support, your support. And I have done that at wrestling shows. Chatting for one guy. Yeah. Because that, the good shows, they go, oh, yeah, we'll show you, Matthew, by chanting.
The only good thing of Alan Pardew's reign at Newcastle, there was a chant about an arc, and it's fantastic. It's when we had Denver Bounces. The Denvers came in 2 by 2, Podju. The Taylors came in 2 by 2, Podju. The Army Obies there was 2, but there is me and you, Alan Pardew's building a massive arc. Hey dear, wrestling. Who's your pick for the Hall of Fame?
Okay, last thing for football. It's like, let's pretend we scored a goal. Yay! Love that. On an anticlimactic note, my pick for the Hall of Fame this week is Crash Team Racing.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny you should mention this because
Oh.
the lads at Triple Jump, check out Triple Jump if you like video
more
games on
adverts.
YouTube. They are doing a Crash Team Racing tournament in the office. Who's going to win?
Are they? Wait, can I join in?
Maybe if there's an even number, if there's an odd number.
When's this happening?
Next week.
Um,
Undisclosed day
I don't,
next week.
it might be two because I think the brackets have already been drawn. I've been given my first round opponent. It's Owen.
I've been given mine. Adam Pachita.
No,
I'm going home, me. First round.
You're going Owen F an ambulance.
He's going to F my shit.
That's the only one. It's hard, isn't it? Bollocks. Right. Crash Team Racing.
Go on, why?
He's going to do you in. Because it's a good game, and I'm going to sneeze, but I'm not. That's a really awkward feeling. I'm really sorry, guys. It's loading.
Say elephant, elephant, elephant. Say elephant.
Okay,
Elephant.
bless you.
Elephant stops you sneezing.
Elephant. I don't know that.
Oh, I learned it a few weeks ago. It blew my mind. It works every time as well. Just say elephant repeatedly and it just stops you
Elephant, elephant, elephant. It's a cheat code. Yeah, Crash Team Racing, because I bought it, was good at it, and I like this thing where you struggle to get good at something, you suck at something for ages, and then you finally beat Pinstripe, and you're like, yes, this is the best game ever. And I'm stuck on Nitrous Oxide Part 2, and now I hate the game again. But until that, it was a good experience, like having the nostalgia of the old game I used to play. And that's all I've got to say about it. What a crap vote
Why
that
is
was.
it called Crash Team Racing? There's the two of them in the car.
No, but they did do one later on where it was team racing. But
I assumed it was
why
like,
is it team
I assumed
racing?
it was like Tekken Tag or something.
I hadn't thought about that.
No,
But yeah, you're
don't-
right. It is a single
Okay.
thing.
I'll ask Ben.
Ask
Triple Joe.
Why don't you ask Triple Joe?
I will ask Triple Joe.
You know more about video games than me. Anyway, your choices this week are
Josh, get the Bevs in Bevan and his song Vibin'.
the guy from Riptide who sings songs.
Yeah.
Yes,
Superhuman who jumps. Is that how you say it? It's got two M's.
I think it's Superhuman.
I think it's
Superhuman.
meant to be human, isn't it? And you just spelled it wrong. But
Maybe, yeah.
On purpose or accidental, we don't know. And Crashing and Racing, the killer game for PS4.
Cool. Patreon.
And other video consoles.
To register your votes, go to patreon.com/cultaholic, where all your dreams will come to. I say that sometimes. I don't know
I've been
why.
really dickish here. I should have put like a video series you've made, Jack.
Well, fast count.
Yeah, I put yeah, you know what? Screw
Do
Crashing
you
and
remember the
Racing.
fast count? No, don't put fast count in. Jesus.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
The Raw and SmackDown recap.
Recap.
Recap. Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans challenge Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch for WWE Extreme Rules.
My issue with this segment, just quickly.
Go on, Jack.
Among many things,
Like a
but
Driggity.
they came out and tried to sneak attack the baby faces, right? I think it was Corbin's music was playing. Lacey slid in the ring, had to go at Becky. Then Baron Corbin came in. The baby faces cleared the ring. You know when like the heels are like staggering away on the outside?
Yes.
Grab the mics and cut a smug promo. Well, maybe we'll challenge you to a match then while they're selling and stuff. It's like, why? It was like backwards. They've just had their asses kicked and then they're on the outside going, Lacey's like, maybe I'll give your man another right hand. And I'm like, you're hobbling because Becky's just battered you. It was weird.
Yep.
I'm a bit bored of these two, me.
Yep.
Oh, missed a
just-
big
yeah.
bit of news.
I've just thought that as well.
I don't know where it came from Wrestling Observer Radio, but I don't know. It's one of those ones. I couldn't find a direct quote anywhere. So it's one of those ones where it's either Meltzer giving his opinion, oh, Vince McMahon likes Baron Corbin because he's good looking.
Oh, there we go.
It's one of those ones. I'm not too sure. Blame
Go on.
Ringside News. They're very decisive. Oh,
Who should we blame, Jack?
Ringside News.
Ringside, I
Brandon
don't know.
Stroud.
Brandon Stroud. No, he's a nice guy.
Oh,
He replied to me on Twitter. I didn't even ask
Did
him.
he?
Yeah, man.
I told him not to.
It was National Writing
didn't.
Day. I shared a thing I'd written ages ago about Steve Blackman, and he's also a Steve Blackman fan. So
Are you a Steve Blackman fan? Because he's a Steve Blackman fan.
I've been a Steve Blackman fan since I'm an OG Steve Blackman fan.
But if you remove Steve Blackman from the equation, do you have anything in common?
Me and Brandon.
He's staying together just for Steve Blackman.
You like wrestling?
Yeah, we like wrestling, and he's better writer than I am.
Yeah, but anyway, the thing that we're getting ahead of ourselves,
no,
speaking of
sorry.
sexy men, which Steve Blackman is, Baron Corbin, according to Vince, according to Meltzer, according to Ringside News, is a sexy man.
Apparently, women would swoon over a man like Baron Corbin.
Sharp dressed man, tall.
And people, yeah, I was going to say, he is right in the extent because he's tall. And being a tall man, trying to chat up someone is like playing a video game with the cheats on, as I found out. So, this is... all the tall people watching this are going, yeah.
I'm well aware. I'm well aware. Of
Yeah, the cheaty.
Well aware, I'm
Swimming in
potentially
it.
right, the ugliest man on YouTube, right? So I'm going to say that before I say
Who?
this. Me.
No,
I'm well
get
aware.
lost,
All
man.
three of us are contending for that role,
Right.
pal, but anyway.
Do you think when people stick a pair of googly
sorry.
eyes on that bit on your finger and just make a mouth like that? Do you think Baron Corbin looks like that in the face?
I didn't until you said that. And that's all I could see.
Again, it's not fair me saying that about Baron, but you know.
Oh, mi salsa.
The
Jennifer Lopez.
Usos and the New Day defeated Raw Tag Team Champions, The Revival, and SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Daniel Bryan, in an 8-man tag team elimination match. It's the first time that both set of champions are teamed up, apparently.
No.
And it meant absolutely diddly.
No. This
Brown
show was just riddled with things to get this new weird rule in place about there being no wrestling during the ad breaks, but he still wants wrestling matches to go over the ad break. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This show was so like hamstrung by that. It was weird. The pacing was so weird.
WWE is buggered as long as this rule is. Because they've had two out of 3 falls matches on each of the last 4 shows, I think.
For no like reason as well, no
Yeah.
storyline.
And on SmackDown, we'll get to it, they had 2 instances, I think, of some person lost, and then somebody else came in to beat them up, and somebody else came in.
And they
Like,
lost.
it's a tag match
Yeah.
after the break. It's like, okay. So this week, we're trying to be positive here, but God, I just watched Raw and SmackDown and went, all right, that happened. I little emotion
I've
here.
become numb to it, me, over the years.
Numb is the word for
I
it,
don't know
yes.
what's good and what's bad anymore.
See, I'm using
When it's very
better.
good, I know it's good, but when
Yeah.
it's just like so-so, oh, it might be good, I just don't know anymore. It's just a thing that happened. I can't decipher things anymore. I've lost the ability to make a decision.
Oh, no. You've become part of the Matrix. However, no, I do know that I do like things because 24/7 champion R-Truth defeated Drake Maverick.
Right, that was funny.
Thank you, R-Truth.
The crowd were savages.
Yeah.
Drake comes out in the midst of a massive depression. His wife wants to leave him. He's turned to the bottle. Crowd laugh at him.
Nah.
He just wants his wife back. I didn't mean my wife. I meant the 24/7 championship.
That's the only thing I love.
Yeah, he's got more of a gravelly voice. Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
as the crowd chanted Rafa out. Undertaker attacked Drew McIntyre and what the hell was that about? Yes. By the way, if you were wanting, something new, because I was in the impression that we had the stomping ground matches because we had these crappy matches at Super Showdown, so they have to do them. All right, but now Extreme Rules is doing rematches of the Super Showdown rematches, so we're still in Hero Man versus Roman Reigns land. And so yeah, they were beating the hell out of Roman Reigns. Even though he beat Drew McIntyre in an 18-minute match the night before. And yeah, The Undertaker. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, The Undertaker came out.
Isn't the bong so much better when you don't know it's coming?
Yes. Yeah.
What a big difference
It
that
was a
made.
big hit from the bong, I agree.
Renee loved it.
She
No.
loved everything. Her commentary when Bobby Lashley's coming out is fantastic. She's like, wow, look, it's him. Whoa,
What, really?
Yeah. Yeah. She gets a bit excited when Bobby Lashley appears.
Oh.
But isn't it
She's
good?
only
that
human.
Undertaker wants to get his standing back in the game, his reputation back on track, so he gets a match with Shane McMahon.
And how weird was it for Undertaker wasn't announced for something but showed up? I mean, so this had nothing to do with Kenny McIntosh. Braun Strowman defeated Bobby Lashley, in brackets, tug of war. Yeah.
By the way, we've got to say it. How do you feel about Undertaker having another match? Because I'm fine with it being with Drew McIntyre.
In a tag as singles with Drew.
Just because Drew McIntyre's in it and Drew McIntyre will carry him to a good match. He should never face an old man again.
I'm scared for the spot where he does the reverse Alabama slam onto the announce table.
Oh, he won't do that, Undertaker, surely. He's just legs will fall off.
He turned to dust like the mummy.
Drew will do that and just be a pair of legs.
It'd be like when
What?
it'd be like when Alec Guinness dies in Star Wars. Just holding his gear. Like what?
Yeah, Braun Strowman tried to move his truck with a bit of rope.
Best professional wrestling in the world, period.
And then Bobby Lashley broke a ring post or something. And
Yeah.
some stuff happened. Took a while, blah, blah. Viking Raiders defeated Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in the build-up for Gallows and Anderson to look like a serious tag team again.
It's weird, this storyline, but I didn't mind it. Really. It's leading somewhere, and I like that the Viking Raiders got a win.
I hope it's not just that match in Japan, like you said last week. I hope it's an actual storyline and not just building towards that meaningless
I
8-man
forgot that I'd
tag.
even said that, and now I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's Styles, Gallows, Anderson, and Triple H. So they're the Pacini Club then.
The 4 founding members of Bullet Club.
Yes.
There's no one else on the roster possibly who could possibly be in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not the IC champion or anything.
No, he's not. R-Truth, Heath Slater, blah, 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 all won the 24/7 championship.
EC3
showed the most emotion he's done in about 6
Something
months.
good happened to him finally for all of 20 seconds.
It's also
Hope he
apparently
enjoyed it.
Heath Slater's first singles title in his WWE career. Lovely for him. No, wait. Yeah. No,
I'm
has,
thinking.
has he won the IC belt before?
No.
So he's
No,
just
he's only had the tag
team
titles
champ.
with Nexus and then
With Justin
Rhino.
Gabriel, wasn't it?
with
Yeah.
Rhino, yeah.
Yeah, fair.
But I'm thinking, yeah, I think we're right, yeah.
Aye,
He used to clean up house in OVW, though, back in the day.
really?
Their top title. Aye. Heath Miller. Kicked ass and took names, he did.
I find Heath Slater really likeable.
So do I.
I like his little face.
I don't have to add to that. I didn't realize you were such a big OVW fan.
I listened to him on Edge and Christian's podcast
Oh, I
a
see.
few weeks ago.
Which one of the
He spoke
Bashams
about
was really successful in OVW?
Doug. No, or Danny. The one that looked more manly. One of them had a softer face.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's Doug.
okay.
Yeah,
Doug was the more grisly old vet. No.
yeah.
That
Doug-
story's funny, though, isn't it?
Oh, the haircut
Jim
one.
Cornette one.
Yeah,
They didn't tell him they're going to shave them bald, and he's flowing locked world champion came back with no hair.
yeah. And he went, why do you do that? And he goes, well, we wanted to see what you look like bald.
Just imagine it, damn it!
we could have had a hair match.
That was my Jim Cornette.
That was good.
Sound like Paul Bear.
Double cheeseburger!
Yeah, Dairy Queen, let me tell you. WWE champion Kofi Kingston defeated Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Oh, yeah, he did in succession, didn't he?
Yes.
Again, getting around the can't fight in the commercial.
He beat Owens by count out, and commentary seemed actually surprised. They were like, oh. They were like, Kevin Owens is a mean, nasty... Oh, he's lost. It was like that. And I remember thinking, was that the plan finish or what? I don't know.
Yeah, he pulled a Jack Gallagher. And then Samoa Joe attacked Kofi Kingston after the match. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm happy that Joe is in the championship match, but you need to do more to get there, surely.
What, a day after losing
he
the
lost the
title?
secondary title, and then 24 hours later, he kicks the poo out of Kofi Kingston, and then he's got a world title match. I'm not moaning the fact he's in there. I'm just moaning just how he got there.
I think
There's got to be more to it than that.
I think he'll win. I think he'll be the person to take the title from
So do
Kofi.
I. I hope he does as well.
Ooh,
Oh, man, he's the total package, isn't he?
he's great.
Fantastic.
Alexa Bliss defeated Naomi, and then Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross defeated Naomi and Talia.
Because they've tried to convince Bailey. No, they've tried to convince Nikki that Alexa's lying about Bailey.
Right.
But
She was having none of it. Oh, that backstage bit. So Alexa is with Nikki, and it's like, best friends, and then she leaves, and then she's Nikki there. I think they go to commercial break and come back, and there's Nikki still there. And then Natalie and Naomi come, and they're like, hey, you can't trust her. She's this, she's that. And the camera pans, and then Alexa Bliss appears. So the only way that would have worked is if she's been there the whole time, the camera's just moved.
Vortex.
it's my favorite bit of
And it's talking about it like, oh yeah, she's right there next to you.
my favorite thing that treacherous snake Tom Campbell said on our reactions video was he did quite a good. Ross can do a Nikki Cross impression, and so can Tom Campbell. It turns out, but a different kind. Tom goes, "I know a secret," and then Ross does the let Nikki play.
So Tom Campbell just does Billy Kirkwood then. Yeah, and then Elias defeated the Miz. Oh, wait. And then, yes, AJ Styles defeated US champion Ricochet in, I think, was their first ever match?
Second, at least.
Second, at least.
There was
First in WWE.
House of Glory
Oh, okay, yeah, probably.
2014.
Hog wrestling.
Big hog wrestling.
I'm sure it was House of Glory.
Big hog.
It's when
Big hog.
Big hog. Big hog.
James Ellsworth getting the mention on the
Oh
podcast.
god.
No. The big hog getting mentioned. He's not getting a mention.
He is the big hog.
No.
Big Hogsworth.
No, remember those? He's not good at social media, let's just say that. So, yeah, it was a good match. Crowd were like, all right, cool. It just seems like a waste to have this match at this point. Yeah. But, it happened. Great.
I think this is one of those rare occasions where a non-finish would have worked for me. He didn't want either man to lose. Ricochet's lost. You could say he was tired from the night before.
Yes.
I've used that excuse
Yeah.
many.
Samoa Joe lost the title, and he was more energetic than Ricochet. That anyway.
Oh, yeah.
We need to mention Charlie Caruso here as well.
Do we?
She did an interview with Styles backstage. She was like, "Oh, Styles, Alan, how you doing back for the first time in a while?" He says, "Yeah, I'm feeling good." I don't care how you feel, Alan. Speak about something else.
It doesn't matter.
That was so weird.
Charlie is the Rock.
That's not what I asked you.
Sorry, we have
Also,
to stop you there.
It's not Charlie Caruso on Stomping Grounds. Right. I don't know which one it was, because they're all really small women.
They got
But
Charlie
had
Caruso
someone-
and you got Kayla Braxton.
Must be
Really
careful.
small women.
They had Braun Strowman being interviewed. Like, I'm outside Braun Strowman's locker room, and you could tell it's his because I said Braun Strowman.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin. In my head, they sound exactly the same. Baron Corbin's dressing room. Cut that out. Baron Strowman Corbin's locker room with the logo Baron Corbin. It comes out, and it's literally like that. Like, so what do you think? She's like, this is the frame. Can you see that? Yeah. Like, she's there and like hold the mic, and like Baron Corbin's like 9 foot tall
Yeah.
on this shot.
What's the point? You got to make them look larger than life.
Yeah, but he isn't 9 foot. So the only way they make it was they had her like from the head up. It was just an arm and a head. Oh, it was hilarious. And there's that award-winning reaction that my friends will love.
Well, it's
there.
because the story was one person was really big and one was really small.
The shot was amazing. 'Cause a head with a... Anyway,
Yeah.
whatever. I liked it. That's
fair
important. SmackDown. Kofi Kingston, Dolph Ziggler. All right, this is...
I thought Dolph was gone, you know.
This is
I
the
thought
moment
Dolph
where
was
I
gone.
switched off from SmackDown. I'd love to hear your thoughts because I just
Dolph
watched it. I
Ziggler,
watched
right?
it. Go
Dolph
on. You can
Ziggler,
probably say what I'm
the
gonna say.
same man who has moaned for the last 5 years about management holding them down, said that management believes in him more than they do Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, I'm not expecting Dickens from wrestling, but okay. So Dolph Ziggler lost to Kofi Kingston in the cage match at Stomping Grounds, where the only thing I remember is the finish, where Kofi Kingston did a tope outside to
was
win
a
the
cool
match.
finish.
It was a
good
good finish. And then Dolph Ziggler comes out and goes, "I should be champ." He's like a hound dog, crying all the time, and it's like, oh, this is him being delusional, right? This is Dolph Ziggler saying, like, I should be champion, even though he clean lost. WWE management agrees with me that you took the coward's way out by escaping the cage. So I have a match with you tonight, and if I win, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way. Oh, yeah, and again, coincidentally, the same segment. They just announced, by the way, Kofi Kingston will be defending the title against Samoa Joe.
So
Like,
then it doesn't
They
matter.
just rushed. Like, Samoa Joe attacks him once. They go, oh, it's happening. Kofi didn't go, oh, yeah, well, I'll show you, Samoa Joe, at the pay-per-view, at Sacrifice, at the three-way. No, instead it was just, oh, it's happening. And Kofi had to go, oh, I've just been told I got a title match. All right, then. So
it's
I
like-
gave up after.
Like, bad matches happen, right? And bad storylines or whatever. Like, bad things happen in wrestling all the time. You can't help it sometimes.
Right.
But it does feel like there's a lot of these things that are making the shows worse are, like, really avoidable mistakes. Like, they could just clean it up. It feels like there's a lot of loose ends.
It's the drawback of not having an on-screen authority figure, which is very much the right thing to do at the minute, I feel, after 15, 20 years of trying to recreate Austin McMahon.
True, but they do have one. His name's Shane O'Mac.
Oh, he's not.
He's not like the full one, though, is
Best
he?
in the
He's
world.
weird. He's a weird man.
He's a weird,
Weird
sweaty...
fetish for 2 out of 3 falls matches. Every match is going to be 2 out of 3 falls for some reason.
The New Day defeated Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Then the New Day in Heavy Machinery defeated Daniel Bryan, Rowan, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Just to make sure you got the point, ladies and gentlemen. It was good, I guess. This is what Ross was saying earlier. It's like, was this good? I don't know. They bumped around a bit.
So I get that he doesn't want wrestling in adverts, right? But why does there have to be a wrestling match going on around it? He's got himself in a right or not, as Vince, I think.
So what's happening during this? Like they'll have the match and then beatdowns will commence.
And
And
then
there'll
why
be a
didn't they move
commercial
on?
break. They just like, commercial break. Hey, so how you doing, man? How's the family?
I've seen them do things like...
I've seen Tom Campbell, Cultaholic, he's taking the title.
They'll do things like, if it's 2 out of 3 falls, that's when the break is in the match or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Or sometimes the heels grab the mic and like...
The who?
The heels?
The Diddler.
Sorry, I keep
Oh man,
on,
this is a
I keep
respected
on-
wrestling
I know,
podcast.
Sorry, I'm alright.
You can burp on camera, that's fine. But you gotta say Diddler instead of heel.
I kind of got the Bevs in last... The Josh should get the Bevs in last
That
night.
doesn't sound like you, Jack.
It was my day off today, and then I got called in for this, right? So I'm off after this. Hope you feel clever now.
No,
Anyways,
you know,
We're waiting for you to say something. You start drinking.
No.
All right, sorry.
you know the way out of this, though? The money idea, right?
Go on, Ross.
Have William
Save
Regal
us.
become the new GM, right, and bring in World of Sport rules. Rounds everywhere. Everyone loves the rounds.
Now you listen here, sunshine.
Big fat ref.
Just stands up and counts
Yeah.
it.
I'm not getting down my knees.
But what is the way out? Because the 2 out of 3 falls thing and matches becoming different matches isn't working.
They've already run out of ideas to like do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, not have SmackDown be Raw Part 2. That I'm going to be doing away with instantly. So we don't have to see Elias defeated The Miz in the 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross defeated Bayley.
We've already seen that storyline on Raw. Yeah.
Sonya Deville defeated Ember Moon. I don't know
Oh,
what-
she squashed Ember. Squashed her.
Lesbian parlor.
Ember Goon, as we'll call her, gets distracted by one of them outside.
Who is A that Ember keeps tweeting to? Dear A. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Ember
Slim.
tweets like, "Dear A, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling." So like, I'm sick of being let down, blah blah. But I know that you're waiting for me. And everyone's like,
Asuka?
"Ooh, AEW," but I think it might be Asuka. I don't know. I think it's probably Asuka.
Who we saw her a few weeks. She appeared like
Get that right.
the Firefly Funhouse things appeared in segments. She was
Yeah.
there last week, and then Paige was like, "Ah!" and then nothing happened.
They set up a tag team match in that segment, didn't they, last
For
week?
Japan.
Oh, was it for Japan?
Japan.
Beg me pardon. Just remember Paige's impression of whoever she did the impression
Right there, mate. She
Oh, yeah,
tried
the
to sound
iconic.
Australian,
Loving
but
it,
she
loving
didn't.
it.
She went Cockney instead.
Essex. Kofi Kingston defeated Dolph Ziggler 2 out of 3 falls match. It was good. I
Thank
think.
God he did. Thank God. That's it for Ziggler now, though. How do you come back from that? He shouldn't have come back anyway. He's been dead since Survivor Series 2014, but that's besides the point.
Why does Ziggler come up? We've been saying that for 5 years now.
I like his theme music.
Remember when he stopped doing that to not give the fans what they wanted, and now we're just back to having it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have the record scratch and then play nothing.
And then
They kept on messing it up.
Then the record scratch and then play it anyway. And it was like, well, what?
Because they messed it up one time, and I was told, allegedly, possibly, maybe not, that they were distracted, the backstage crew, because they messed up Daniel Bryan's music as well, because they were watching the football game. They were like the finals or something.
That's a huge scoop there.
I think everyone knew.
Reveal your source. It was worth a go.
Standen Broud.
Ugh.
I can't give his full
He's
name.
not backstage at the show.
Oh. But his source was. Did you see
What
on
do you
Reddit?
think-
Someone posted, look, can someone be my insider?
Oh, nice. That's a way of doing it. Yeah, I guess.
When we thought about just going straight to the junkie
Yeah.
and go, yeah, can you give me all the scoops?
I mean, we've got contacts in there, haven't we now?
Playboy.
Playboy, that's one.
What?
Playboy.
That's code.
We got one of our insiders. It's called Playboy.
Oh, really?
Nah.
Is this like Watergate?
Adam,
Deep
Adam,
Throat.
Just Adam and Mojo address each other as Playboy.
Playboy.
Oh, right.
What's up, Playboy?
Is
Because
that the tag team thing?
Adam and Mojo had a little conversation once, and we were like, "What did he say? What did he reply?" And Adam was like, "He's called me Playboy."
Okay.
What do you make of the lesbian pollen? Little hint though, between
They're
Mandy and
just good
Sonia.
friends.
No, that
One
was
of which you happens to have a giant
They
rainbow
were
flag with her.
stroking her arm and everything sensually.
Do it all the time, mate.
Do they?
No, I mean I do with my friends.
Do you?
And we're not lesbians. Well, we'll see.
I thought we would have got a serious discussion out of that, but I failed. What a shame.
Oh, you seriously discuss
Then
SmackDown?
potentially using a lesbian storyline in 2019, which looks like they're doing.
If it happens, I don't know. It's WWE that ruin it somehow,
Yeah.
wouldn't they? But
It feels like there shouldn't be a hill; they should be climbing,
yeah,
but they're going to anyway.
yeah. With Vincent McMahon at the helm.
let's wait and see what happens. I might be that numb to watching SmackDown that it could happen, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Was
That's
that
the
all
worst thing.
on SmackDown?
That was
It
for
was. I
SmackDown.
skimmed through it because that's all
Well-
it deserved. On 205 Live,
Yeah, good match, I think.
yeah, Tony Nese defeated Tozawa, which I thought, according to everyone, seemed to be, it's like 3 years to the day Tozawa signed his contract, so
Really?
everyone seemed to be assuming that was it for him, but then he said he's
Oh, it's because he
evolved, so-
tweeted out afterwards, "I just done," but he deleted it straight away or something.
Ooh.
So everyone's like, "Oh, he's gone." But then John Pollock, I think it was from Post Wrestling, was like, "Nah, he's got bare time left, lads." Don't worry."
That's why he deleted it.
Cage match
Oh,
on
I've got to evolve, haven't I? Oh,
cage match on NXT.
I need to watch that. Apparently, it's amazing.
I haven't watched it yet either.
Sean X-Pac Waltman said it's amazing, so I've got to watch it.
Well,
it's amazing.
I'm gonna check it. I haven't seen NXT UK.
I'm seeing that.
Should I get the results though?
No.
Okay.
Because it's like Crash and Racer being voted Cultaholic. Because we start at the high, it's like, then NXT happened, ladies and gentlemen. And we cared so much, we didn't even watch it for the show.
I really miss Lucha Underground because I used to during these bits, you used to be like, "What else has gone on?" I'd be like, "Something mental happened on
Yeah,
Lucha
it'd be
Underground."
completely out. And the
And
guy
now-
turned into a dragon.
Yeah,
Like,
and
all
now
right.
it's like waiting for the G1 still. But
Speaking of Lucha, though, I did watch the AAA doubleheader,
oh
which
yeah,
I thought, why not? And I actually ended up enjoying it,
Really?
considering usually the only AAA I watch is Triple Mania.
it's coming up.
Exactly.
It's
So
so
I thought it was a
exciting.
build up. So I know what I'm talking about because a lot of Lucha guys are like, oh, they like Triple Mania. It's a big thing
Was
for them.
Laredo
And then
killed?
I'll point out the sometimes very deservedly so the horrible mistakes like Vampiro going, "Where's my effing music?" But they're like, "Well, what about the great action?" It's like no one cares.
Vampiro trying to get them to play the music here because he knows that's the music that'll get these fans on his side.
He's not even gonna try.
And then
See
it
the
was
three-way.
And then it was AC/DC. It was just Back in Black.
Yeah. And they didn't even get to like the beat drop because he was like again 3 yards from the ring. Yeah. So Aerostar deciding to do himself in apparently by diving huge. Dude, he did a crossbody the second night. Whee! The first night he did.
Yeah, you said.
Oh, I've talked about this.
Last
Oh, I
week on the
did.
podcast.
Oh, God, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Oh, that's complete boring. Who cares? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, man.
Repeating
Grandad.
bit. That was last week. Oh, jeez.
Okay, cool.
That was the week in wrestling.
In AAA, well, you'll never believe it. Aerostar. Sorry, lads.
Let's have a rummage in our mail bags.
I'm very sorry about that, lads. Like I said, all these things just blur together.
Just so much wrestling.
But things that don't blur together, oh God, golly, it's the mailbag.
I can't wait for this. I'm so excited
Oh, I
now.
can.
I'm so excited after last week.
Let me just like, but
Hey,
again,
would
I'm
you
just-
blow?
I legitimately didn't twat that at all. That just slipped in there. I didn't realize it was a
People are
thing.
making gifts, so I think that was a nice thing. However, the thing that you need to appreciate was the reason why, because people couldn't put on Twitter and stuff like that. I'm going, oh, I'm very sorry for getting your name wrong. I thought that was like all planned or whatever. The week previously, I'd said someone's name and they were basically foreign, and I'm struggling with these names sometimes. But they took the time to message me and tweet me and goes, oh, you did a really good job saying his name. So I was like, oh, well, I want that approval again. So that's why I really tried to get that guy's name right. Oh, God, I'm sorry I've said your name wrong. Hey, would you blow? Oh.
Hey, would you suck us off?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to offend you. Number 1, Dear Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast Experience.
Okay.
Oh, that's good, yeah. Which WWE poster is your favourite?
Oh.
Pay-per-view poster. My personal favourites are SummerSlam 98 with Giant Stone Cold Undertaker destroying New York City, Vengeance 2001 with black and white picture of Triple H and his love of his life, the sledgehammer, even though it wasn't on the pay-per-view. And Judgment Day 2005 with John Cena posing by a reflective surface, and his reflection shows him with the Spinner Championship. Oh, I've not thought about that one. That's good. Looking forward to your answers.
I like
Keep
this
up the good
question.
work. Wait for it. Tim from Essex. Oh, okay. Swerve me. So,
My mind immediately
Yeah,
goes
okay.
to WrestleMania 5. The mega powers explode with the cartoons and the flames and whatnot, because that's
it's a good one.
Mine was
lovely.
Mine was gonna be WrestleMania 6, where Hogan and Warrior are like above mountains in Canada, and they're like giants. The old posters were really good.
I've got a WCW one in mind as well.
The WrestleMania 7 one drawn by I think he did film posters and whatever, but it's like just ultra ripped Hogan with the USA flag
right.
because he was anti-Sergeant Slaughter,
They were
the
like-
filthy traitor.
They were like comic book covers back
Yeah.
then, weren't they? It was good.
but like
Now you've got
modern
like Randy Orton holding the dove. Ooh.
Oh, I know.
Remember that one?
the Sheamus face for Extreme Rules.
Yes. Yeah. The one that sticks in my mind from. Do you remember the Austin one where he had like pins in his head, or what was it?
Yeah, Royal
Rumble
Rumble.
99, I think.
Ah, right.
Pain,
Oh, the
pain
Royal,
ain't nothing but a
the
thing or
classic
whatever.
Royal Rumble. All the.
With
Oh,
Farouk
doing
and
the-
Benoit.
Oh yeah.
Justin Henry discovered that.
You ever seen, I think it might be WCW Slamboree 2000 or maybe 99.
The horrible, go on.
Buff Bagwell, it's just his head. Just going. That's the poster.
I think
It's my favourite poster of all time.
what's the one? It might be Vengeance or one of them, like a No Mercy or something from like the early 2000s. The poster is just Triple H with a sledgehammer, but he wasn't on the show.
Yeah, that's it. Vengeance does.
Is that one?
Yeah.
All right, I get it.
Because they thought he might be ready for that, and he wasn't. So they played the Beautiful Day by U2.
Oh right.
He was like, "Look, he's there." Technically, on the
Sorry,
screen.
Tim from Essex. Take it.
I think it's No Mercy 2001, where it's Austin. It's his face going like that. And he's got two little Austins poking out.
Oh.
Oh, is that Unforgiven?
Was I've Unforgiven on No Mercy.
Red.
Yeah.
All red, yeah.
And then that was like the theme. So they cut to like, and we cut backstage, and it cut like to spinning Austin head, and it cuts back to something else.
Invasion, that's another one as well.
Oh God, that's
The
creepy.
Vincent Shane.
Half and half one.
Yeah.
It's good, that, I think.
I was like, oh boy, WCW versus W. Vincent Shane. Okay. Yeah, I think some good ones. Hello, lads. As a film student, I have to ask the oddly serious question for the mailbag. Ross, please don't stop reading.
I didn't.
You should have. What is the best WWE Studios film? And best performance by a wrestler in a WWE Studios
Oh my
film? Personally, I have to go for Huge Contest John Cena Jr. Is that his name?
Huge contest.
Huge Contest Jonathan Cena Jr. in 12 rounds.
Oh.
Extremely underrated as a film, if I do say so myself. Huge thanks to you guys for keeping me in the wrestling loop through a tough period. Appreciate you all more than you could know. Jake Ellis Parker from South East London. That's not funny. Surely the tough period you're going through, mate, is watching WWE studio films.
Cheers,
I've only
Jake, mate.
seen two, and one of them was through OSW. OSW did the most recent Marine film
Oh, okay.
with Shawn Michaels, and he's stunt double. He's not obvious at all, stunt double.
With his flowing locks.
He's lovely long brown hair. Oh, it's so bad how
He,
they
like,
cut that together.
He gets hit and does a flip or something. You see the stunt double land on the floor like that, and his hair keeps moving for like 5 seconds. I was like, oh, that's Sean, yeah.
Was he bumping like he was wrestling Hogan? Is that
Yeah.
That's how you knew it was him.
There's just a bit in the trailer where he just headbutts Becky Lynch. He just goes, "Doof." It's like, whoa. She's the bad guy.
Might have to
though, so
watch
it's
it now.
fine.
Oh, all right. It's not just. Hello, friend.
OSW's review's good.
Is that the one where they talk about the Irish accents?
They
I've
keep
seen that
calling
little
Becky
bit.
Bucky, what you never got.
Bucky.
Bucky.
It's Bucky. They call her Bucky.
Oh.
But
They got invited there.
V1
I'm not
knows
sure if it
her.
was- Oh, that might be. It's been a while since I watched the episode. But
She did like a thing on Reddit or something. Someone was like, is it true when V1 says they used to know you? She's like, we used to talk about wrestling on the steps of the bank in Dublin. It's like, oh, fair enough.
Surprisingly all right Irish accent,
Thank
considering all the other horrible ones around the show.
I am Irish. An eighth.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
the Chaperone's the other one I've seen though. That's it.
And how was that?
It was crap.
Is that Triple H?
Triple H
Yeah.
just like takes over a school bus. Or so. I was pretty drunk when I
There's
watched
a bomb on
it.
the bus.
It was a
and
punishment.
He goes
back
over
at,
50.
Back at the old place, it was a punishment to just sat there and ate popcorn and had beer. I was quite
Didn't
drunk
need
by
it.
the end of it.
He didn't even like try
Lisa-
and ham it up for the camera.
Lisa Simpson was there.
Yeah,
The
Yardley.
woman who played her. She was in there. She was a teacher, I believe.
Wait, what? The person who plays
The
Lisa
chaperone.
Simpson?
Triple
Yeah.
H is a convict, right? A
Yeah.
connie. dirty prisoner. And he comes out of prison,
Oh, it's excellent.
and he takes over a school bus. I can't remember why.
Well, is he not chaperoning his kids to school? Or
Maybe.
something?
He chaperones a school trip to somewhere, and it all kicks off with Lisa Simpson.
Don't worry.
I didn't realize she was in it.
What was in the
I
popcorn?
think you
that
made it
ate?
sound like you're watching it with the... Doesn't make Lisa Simpson. Wait. She's in the film? Is she
Big
next to me?
Yeardley Smith was next to me.
Wait, I'm gonna get the plot up. Carry on.
Oh, go on. I want to know, because I'm not going to watch
But
it.
that's only two. Which ones have you seen?
None? No, I tried watching Leprechaun, just because of Hornswoggle, and got about 10 minutes into it and got, nah.
It's loading. Sorry. The Chaperone is a 2018 film. No, it's not. What? That's a different Chaperone.
That's a different chaperone.
There's two.
They
chaperones.
remade it?
No, no, it's not. Well, where do I get the? Well, it doesn't even have that thing at the top of Wikipedia. It's like, do you mean?
Yeah, because no one's ever looked for it. Well, what are the other WWE studio ones? There's,
The one that
Inner Evil.
Austin did one, didn't he?
The Marine.
Oh!
No.
Oh, was Austin the original Marine?
Cena was
the...
12 rounds. Austin was the original 12 rounds, wasn't he?
No, that was
Okay.
that was Cena.
Oh.
It was the Running Man, but it wasn't the Running Man. But it was a really crap version of the Running Man. And
Stomping
Vinnie Jones is in
Man.
it. And so's Nathan Jones. The...
Stomping Man. He's going to stomp a mud hole in your ass and walk it dry.
The
power walking dude.
The Chaperone 2011 film. This is more like it, I think.
Go on.
Okay.
Make it exciting.
Plot. Raymond Ray Bradstone is the best. Raymond Ray Bradstone is the best wheelman in the business and can fight a school bus. But what? And can fight a school bus, but he is determined to go straight and be the best parent he can to his daughter Sally and make amends with his ex-wife Lynn. And the school bus, which he broke, if you look at the cover of the movie. Who wrote this?
This is by Meltzer, isn't it?
As Ray struggles to find honest work, his old bank robbing crew, led by Philip LaRue, offer him one last job. He agrees at first, but changes his mind at the last second, leaving the crew without a driver. We're nearly done. Ray decides instead to board a school bus to serve as a chaperone for Sally's school field trip. When the robbery goes awry, LaRue blames Ray and chases the school bus all the way to New Orleans. Ray must deal with LaRue while supervising Sally's class on what becomes one of the craziest school trips ever. Ray, brackets Triple H, brackets Paul, runs down LaRue with the school bus and is reunited with his family on Big White Show. Big Paul
Big White Show, right,
Paul
yeah.
White. Who wrote that?
I don't know.
Did this guy who sent in the question
No,
edit that?
wait. You go to the thing. That's edited by Jake Ellis Parker.
So basically, we can't answer his questions. What we've got to do there.
Yeah, but at least we did something.
Yeah, but
Triple H was good in that film, though. He's very caring and endearing towards the young Sally. Oh, there's Sally.
I've pulled my side. Oh, I laughed too severely. Oh, no.
oh, I'm gonna say Blade Trinity because he F's and blinds in that.
Side.
3. Hi there, you bunch of diddlers. With the rise of AEW and all the talk of competition for WWE, I've been thinking recently about the Monday Night Wars and the last episode of WCW Nitro and how the main event was Sting versus Ric Flair, two mainstays of WCW. I was wondering if there was ever a last ever episode of Raw, who would be in the main event? I swear I've had this question before.
Have we?
Really
I
enjoying the
can't think.
podcast. Thanks. Pray for your tits.
What?
Pray for your tits? That's not even an expression.
Brave for your tits.
Pray for your tits.
Bra for your tits.
Cheers, bra for your tits.
No one says bra for you.
Cheers, bra for me.
I read that.
Nah.
Read that before, and I was like, that is the worst attempt I've ever
That's
seen
horrible.
going in the podcast.
You can't really sneak a name in where the surname is your tit. I can see that one coming. Oh, he must be from the Middle East. Oh no, but let's say this accurate. Right.
So who, if Raw
This
was
guy doesn't care.
if Raw was ending tomorrow, who should main event?
Him. Pray for your tits could take on Jake Ellis Parker
I
for the
think-
rights of the Marine 3.
Austin versus McMahon
But it's got to be people surely who are active,
in the company now.
just active in the world. Of
Oh,
wrestling.
well, according to contracts, it's going to be Mojo Rawley versus Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
He's
That'll
slated
be,
as
that'll
ref.
be oddly fitting, I suppose, in a way. Maybe it should be Triple H versus The Rock.
They're not going to get The Rock.
Well,
Triple H versus
Aerostar, because I don't know if you heard, but recently
God damn it.
Triple H versus. I don't know if Triple H should be one. Is he?
John Cena versus Triple H.
Yeah. there
Two
you go.
WWE men.
Yeah.
Men of the E.
Yeah.
Yes. Men of the E.
Cool. We've solved it.
Again, we've had this question before. It's like the last episode. You can't really imagine it though.
No.
That's a problem.
Vince on a throne at the top of the ramp. Just God, it would be majestic.
Yeah.
It ends with Vince ascends to heaven.
Just to play the tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down.
I think it would be.
Did that about myself, really.
I
Sorry.
don't know what, yeah.
Yes, those are the questions and attempts to make me look like a bigger idiot than I already am. Thank you very much. If you'd like to try again next week at Stump Matthew, please send the questions to
Mailbag@cultaholic.com.
Now it's time for Reese's Pieces.
Yes.
The bit so good they named a big sweetie after it in America. Well, we don't even need to look at the mailbag for stupid names. Just can think of one. Oh, IP Freely sends in, who do you think's better, Seth Rollins or Will Ospreay? On the Twitter machine.
Shall we set the... Is
Oh,
it on the
no,
Twitter
not on
machine?
Twitter.
Ah,
It's
just in
gotta be
general.
I'll just check.
General.
No, it just says in general.
Because Osprey's somehow better on Twitter.
Osprey's come out of this as the voice of reason.
It's weird, isn't
Oh,
it?
God.
I know.
Let's discuss the Twitter thing, shall we? So it started with
Sure.
Seth
Set the
Rollins.
scene.
Seth Rollins saying the WWE is the best professional wrestling in the world, period.
Because of a triple threat cruiserweight match that was all right.
No, he said that in general. I think he just said that
right.
in general, and then the cruiserweight match happened. He's like, I'm doubling down.
Doubling down.
Look at that cruiserweight match. Flip well. Authority.
I didn't mean to sound like a South Park character, by the way, when I went, well, cruiserweight match that was okay.
It was a good line. Yes, and then...
Sorry, Rollins said, I'm the best to do this in the world. Try
Alive.
and find me someone that does it as good as me or something. And Ospreay replied, I'm alive.
I'm alive.
I'm alive,
I'm
mate.
alive!
All right.
Zack Sabre Jr. is not the only wizard in the Abbey.
Oh, God.
No.
Harry Potter's not the... Did you see, sorry, by the way, Zack Sabre Jr. secured his place in the G1 recently by defeating Yoshihashi, right? Cut a promo afterwards
Yeah.
and went, I'm never losing this belt. He's got the Rev Pro belt. He's like, they'll bury that with me next to Karl Marx in Highgate Cemetery. And all these Japanese people are just like, what? What are you talking about?
He broke Karl Marx.
Yeah.
I like you say Zack Sabre Jr. beat Yoshihashi. I'm like, yeah.
Yoshihashi gave a valiant effort.
There'd
But
be no
anyway.
way you could go on Twitter for the next few days if Yoshihashi beat Zack Sabre Jr.
But
Anyway,
sorry,
I digress.
So then Ospreay said,
So
I'm
Ospreay
alive.
says, I'm alive.
Oh,
which is
I'm
a fair
alive.
claim, because especially this year, of all years. I mean, he's been on fire for 3 or 4 years now.
My neck isn't.
On a big level.
Harry Potter's not the only one with 9 3/4, Seth Rollins.
And then Rollins, for some reason, started to turn into a bit of a dick by bringing Ricochet into it, saying, oh, we've got a better version of you here. He's called Trevor. He's just won the United States Championship.
He didn't say Trevor.
I just love the fact
Only-
Ricochet's real name's Trevor.
Only
Trevor Ricochet.
Only Casey calls him Trevor on their videos. Oh my God, Trevor's in the ring.
Oh, I love you,
I
Trevor.
hope he's okay. He looks so hot. Have you seen these videos of Casey?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
On WWE's Performance Center channel, which is normally pretty good. They've got every time he has a pay-per-view match, basically it's her sat in a like Orlando NXT little holes essentially, and her roommate's the one with the coloured dreadlocks and the coloured eye like contact lenses. I can't remember her name.
Noah Jose.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah,
I've got no idea what
Jimmy
her name is
Hoffa.
either.
Jimmy Hammond.
And she just sits and watches it and films herself watching the match, and she's like, "It's Trevor's match now. Oh my God, he looks so hot." And then he'll take a bump, and she's like, "I hope he's okay." And then he'll win or lose or whatever. She'll be like, "Oh my God." That's pretty much yeah. And I like her. I think
That's
she's
nice.
good, but I don't like the videos.
She sounds good at social media. Maybe she should get involved in this, because then what happened?
So
Not,
Rollins,
not involved in Magical Trevor.
so Rollins brought Trevor into it. What did you say? I missed that.
Using Magical Trevor.
Magical
As in
Trevor.
the old.
That's what
Do
we
you
all
remember
call
that?
Ricochet backstage, though, lads.
Everyone loves Magical
Magical
Trevor because the things that he does are ever so clever. Look at him now, disappearing a cow.
Where is the cow? It was
Hidden
here
right now.
Where's that from? I recognise
Taking
the
a
tune.
bow,
Weeble
it's
stuff.
Magical Trevor.
About 30 years ago on
Everyone
dial-up.
has seen that his trick is clever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
Where did it go from there then? So Trevor was... What did Ospreay reply to?
Oh, then the cow disappears. Actually. Rollins did that. I was like, oh, Ricochet, we've got a better version of Ricochet. And then, I don't know what happened with Ospreay, but we know that... We know that Baron Corbin, as some people call him online,
why
Braun
did he
Strowman,
get involved?
decided to stick his beak in, and
It's
then
Hansenby.
It's handsome, sexy, 7 foot tall beak. And Ospreay was like, I've had more matches than all of you. Oh no, that was because they. Which was all printed up, I guess, but like they were bragging about how many matches or how much money each of them had.
Rollins brought up his bank account, which was.
That was That was when he turned heel.
It
in my
isn't
opinion.
funny if you've got to talk about your money. That's the rule, apparently. It's not funny if.
Especially when it's like blood money. I bet Ospreay would have a lot more money if he was wrestling in Saudi Arabia for WWE.
Yes.
But
I
I
the
don't.
completely innocent non-Yakuza helped money to New Japan for wrestling.
Oh god.
That everyone knows about but doesn't talk about. Yes, that's right.
Careful.
We're gonna get killed.
God, yeah,
Can we geo-block this to not be seen in Japan?
we don't have any fans in Japan. It's all right. I was
Well,
there.
we did, but after that comment.
So then Corbin said, "I've had more matches than Ospreay," and Ospreay went, "That's why Raw sucks," or something like that.
Which is a fair comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't get on Baron Corbin.
Corbin shouldn't have got involved.
They were like, "Oh, you're the best Ospreay." I'm like, anybody can
No,
do
I
that.
like Corbin getting. Corbin knows he's not the best. Corbin likes to wind people up because he knows he's not fit. Wait, not. That's unfair on Corbin. I
So
think
the
he's
bad
not-
guy getting a bad guy reaction is like, yeah, but you smell. I mean,
What? It was in real life though. Corbin
was
said,
it? Is this real life?
I
or
don't
not?
know. I've got no idea.
That's the thing, though. Is this reality or not?
Corbin
'Cause-
then.
Well, Ospreay's done 2 interviews where he said one where it was like it's banter, and then the second one he was like, "Oh, I think Rollins is just riled up that my junior title means more than his Universal one."
Well, God, I hope that's. That was serious, mate. But yeah, it's weird that both these are 2 alpha males, but I think it was just said on Twitter they came across like 2 lads shouting at each other on the estate.
But I'm conflicted.
Are we then? Are we then? No, you come around and say that.
I'm
Nah, you
conflicted
come
with the
over.
Rollins one though, the money one, because it's like
I got more money than you.
him.
Your dad shops at Aldi. I don't know what you're talking about, pal.
Him saying that about the money while working for a big company like WWE is a bit dickish, but then like the Young Bucks are going like, "Oh, we're millionaires, us," and it's like it's good because they're like self-made, but then Rollins is self-made as well because he got to WWE, and I'm conflicted. Where do I sit, Matthew? Tell me what's the right answer.
So if we have to pick one, see if I'm judging it both. Oh, I've picked a wrestler based on the social media game.
Are we doing it based on social
No,
media?
man.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Ospreay can't get in that
Let's
fight.
take
He's
a
unarmed. in that
holistic
fight.
approach. Everything.
Holistic approach.
I
A
think
holistic approach.
I think-
Meaning
Includes
what?
everything.
Rollins
Oh.
has done more, or he's been doing it for.
Oh yeah,
longer,
Reese's Pieces, right? We're
But
just talking about tweets.
Ospreay,
I think Ospreay is better than me.
I think Ospreay's better, but it doesn't mean that I don't think Seth's good because I do think Seth's good.
Ospreay is younger. If you compare what Rollins was doing at the same age, I think someone pointed out that Rollins was in FCW.
Oh, I thought he was going to be Giggs, but no. Okay.
Ospreay has better matches. Ospreay tells better stories in his matches.
This is the point I want to emphasize.
Ospreay doesn't forget his knee's injured and then remembers and then forgets and then remembers.
Because I saw a few people. One was on the Cultaholic Facebook fans group. Someone was like, "Well, he just does flippy stuff and doesn't tell a story," which is such an outdated argument about Ospreay. Because
Go and watch Drew Galloway versus Will Ospreay from Defiant
WCW,
Wrestling.
WCW.
Or whatever it was
That
called
was a
back
great
then.
match.
That was a great storytelling match. The one that was in Northumbria Students' Union.
He chucked Ospreay.
Galloway?
Yeah,
it was Galloway.
He chucked Ospreay about 5 rows into the students' union. It was amazing.
That match is a fantastic story.
Ospreay's in
So
like
Ospreay
a shirt
gets,
and tie.
He gets too cocky. Oh, that was he's like, Rose, can you find me some trousers? It's like, no. I just got there. He's like, I need some trousers for me Hitman thing. He was having pictures
remember that
taken
match.
backstage, like being all like in his, I don't know what gear he was wearing, but he's being all like, ooh, look at me.
Probably Hitman actually.
He doesn't look like Agent 47.
Yeah.
Paul Robinson looks like Agent 47.
Oh, he'd be a perfect hit. Anyway,
I think Kirby's dressed as Hitman before.
I was gonna say.
Low-key.
He's dressed as the
Low-key.
Crystal Base before. Yeah, I was gonna say Martin Kirby Ospreay match.
That was an amazing match as well.
FSM's what was voted UK Wrestling Match of the Year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, fair
we,
enough.
We don't remember we were
Well
buzzing in
deserved.
the office that day.
Were we?
Well,
I
yeah.
blanked that period of my life out, to be honest with you. But I
Yeah,
say
'cause you
Ospreay.
the road agents that put that match together. I remember
That's
that.
right. I was like, right, so basically, lads.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I like watching Ospreay wrestle.
Have you met him?
Rollin, yeah, fleetingly. I know I had any bad interactions, but it's hard to like mess up a 5-second hello.
Hello.
He did an intro for me when I didn't realize he was going to be a big deal, so I just thought he was
Yeah.
some flippy guy.
That
That was nice. It's one of the Spider-Man shows. Like, all right, mate.
He's a nice guy.
I find him all right. He
He's-
puts his foot in it a lot on Twitter because he's a bit.
Oh,
silly.
I saw him at OTT actually, and I was actually trying to speak to Angel Cruz, and he was just like, "All right, Matthew." I'm like, "Oh, are we speaking?" I was like, "Oh, hi." It's like, "Oh, it's like good to see you on the show." And I just, you know, you don't need to be saying something that you're thinking, but you don't mean to say it, but you're just thinking it. I was like, "That's good to see you on the show," and not on Twitter. His face, he goes, yeah, I'm not very good at that. I'm like,
But
why don't you shut up?
To be fair to him, in that same interview I was on about before, he's on about the junior title thing. He also said that he hates the fact that he puts himself in those situations that he can't help it.
Yeah, because in fairness about these guys, social media is something that you can very easily mess up.
At least
because
he's
you're
aware.
thinking about, it's the moment you're thinking about. It's that reaction you have right now.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's best you can have it like on draft and go, all right, let me have a walk. Go for a walk, come back. Yeah, get rid of that.
Yeah.
Like things that we send to each other but don't put online.
He has been winning this Twitter argument, and for that reason, I'm choosing him for Reese's Pieces.
Rollins can't win this because WWE is the evil empire.
No,
and Ospreay works for New Japan,
if
which
Rollins
is cool
could-
and independent.
If Rollins could really cut loose and be like having really good matches on NXT or whatever, then maybe this would be a closer thing. Because I think Rollins is really good, and I love his character arc over the years where he betrayed his brothers and all that, and then he was a heel and then he regretted it, and it's all good. But now I'm like, he's Becky Lynch's boyfriend currently.
Rollins is amazing,
he's
though, I
holding,
should say that.
he puts both the titles in a suitcase and carries over.
He is amazing, Seth Rollins.
Yes, of course.
But it's just that he's annoying now, for me, watching his matches in full. Because it's the same thing every bloody time with a knee and the same little...
I used to complain about that, and now he's doing it.
Yeah.
I'm rubbing off on you.
I will say, when Corbin
So to
got
speak.
involved, it reminded me of, you know, that Conor McGregor thing where the guy goes like, oh, the big
Yeah.
champ, baby, you can't beat me, knockout artist. Who the...
Who's that guy? That's the best moment. However, Rollins then doubled down, as you said, and then did the interview with, it was Wade Keller? No, wait, who was it?
He shot down
interview
Wade.
with
He
somebody.
shot down Wade Keller.
So I just want respect.
Oh, have you heard, by the
With
way?
Dean, we talked about Dean Ambrose.
Have you heard that we're going to be on Chris Van Vliet?
Oh, what?
Nah, he just he said he'd love to interview.
Oh, I'd like him on straight to hell, mate. He's a sexy man.
he
Isn't he?
is.
He's also a good interviewer.
Yes. I'm very happy for you. I know that he won't want to speak to me.
Yeah, he
That's
will.
all right. Will he?
I don't know. He's not over in the UK anyway. It's irrelevant, but yeah.
Oh, so it's not happening?
He'll never.
Oh, thanks, Jack.
He'll never have him,
But he said he'd like to on Twitter. That's nice.
Cool.
Rollins and this has been the
That's
weirdest.
like saying
Reese's
interested in a Facebook event. You know that, Jack?
piece. Yeah, I know. Maybe attending.
Yeah. If hell freezes over, I'll be there, pal.
This has been the weirdest
So,
Reese's piece.
yes, it has been. So then Rollins doubled down on Dean Ambrose
Oh,
and said basically he took his ball.
With Rollins,
left,
Rollins
which was not a good look for him.
He's shifted.
considering-
He's gone back into kayfabe mode because he did an interview last week. He was like, "Oh, I'm
oh,
sure.
right.
I love the guy. I'm sure we'll cross paths again in the future.
see you down the road, brother. He
Yeah.
he didn't take his ball. He waited until his contract expired.
No, that's what Seth said in the interview. That's what I'm
Ah, I see.
saying. He said that,
Right.
which wasn't a good look after Dean was like, basically saying but not saying. Yeah, I was really mentally unsound during that period.
Dean's having the best time now, though.
Omaha Steaks.
Hey, you know what, Dean? I sometimes feel depressed as well when my steaks are.
Oh, God, Gary. Jesus. Yeah, so I think we covered every ground there possible with that.
We've now got a very.
I'm trying to think of more reason why
Well,
Ospreay's better than Rollins.
I think the reason why Rollins is better than Ospreay, but that's coming up.
Ospreay has a dog at home. Nice dog.
Two.
Is it Billy?
He's got two dogs.
Does he have two?
He's
the
got-
Golden Labrador.
Oh, I meant the pugs. Hagrid and Norbert.
I'm not a fan of pugs. So I can take or leave.
no, me
pugs,
neither,
honest
to be
with you.
fair.
They're always in pain. I always feel bad.
Billy's Osprey's name?
He's got a Golden Lab at home, hasn't he?
Is he like Indiana Jones, where he's also got the same name as his dog?
I don't
Name
know.
the dog Billy, mate.
Yeah. Indiana's the dog.
I can't remember what it's been a while since it might be called George for all I know.
I want to watch The Last Crusade now.
Oh, how good is that?
It's
Have you
so
said who's
good.
better, by the way?
Probably Raiders of the Lost Ark, but Last Crusade is pretty sweet. I'm going to say, in terms of social media,
No!
No, man,
it's
everything.
not.
I don't want to say either of them. Who is this with the legs? What do you want?
Chewie?
It's Adam.
What's
I
up,
can't see
Alan?
the giant,
Come on, get involved.
You're on the podcast.
What do you
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, not bad.
It's like in Friends, it's like, yeah!
Is something really bad happened? This is really awkward. If something...
No, nothing bad's happened. There's a man that's about to start drilling.
Okay.
Matthew, who's better? Quickly.
Adam Pacitti.
Okay.
Adam
Thanks.
Pacitti. There we go.
Sorry.
Cheers.
Ospreay
Thanks, man.
got 2 and Adam Pacitti got 1.
Yes. Damn it, you were so close.
It's Cultaholics.
And the big
Big
question.
Wow, we all finished at the same time. Wasn't that majestic?
Hello.
The big show does Twitter beef help or hinder WWE and AEW?
Yeah, because this week, obviously, as we've just discussed, the dominant thing has been this beef, as Ross and Vince would say, or Ross as Vince would say. between Ospreay and
Beef.
and Rollins. But other people have all got involved, and it's all become this an encapsulation of this whole WWE versus non-WWE feeling. And I guess AEW is involved as well because Omega's got involved and stuff. So what do you think? What do you think about it? Do you think it helps WWE?
I think in this case it is helping WWE because it was a lot more interesting than anything they've been put on TV this past week.
But does that help them? Or is that just
It means
a
that
sign?
people are thinking about them. Even if people aren't watching the shows or watching the pay-per-views or whatever, they're still thinking about them, still processing the idea that wrestling is going to be on Mondays and Tuesdays for WWE. Oh, and also AEW exists, and New Japan exists.
True.
I think it benefits AEW more than it does WWE because I guess the people who wrestle for AEW would be smart to rally this anti-WWE sentiment up. Because I was just reading there about Omega's outburst yesterday. Apparently this Evolve show being on the network has been planned for ages. I don't know if that's true. This is just a reply on the news article we did.
Okay.
So if that's the case, and Omega's just gone, oh, you've just done that because of Fight for the Fallen being on the same day, that's him just rallying that anti-WWE sentiment, and that's wise.
Right.
But then again, if it's, I don't know. I don't know if I just wish we would all just, support WWE and support AEW. I want them both to succeed, me.
That's boring, Ross.
No, it's
No,
not. No, I just want
I
both.
agree with Ross.
I'm gonna watch both.
I want wrestling to be good.
I'm gonna review both.
Can't have that.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch both and review both and enjoy both and hate both.
Yeah. Lovely.
That's also an option.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
because
a weird,
AEW Fighter Fest is on this weekend.
Yes.
it is, yeah. It's a weird question to
Tomorrow,
ask, though.
at
Will
the
it,
time of this video going out.
will it
Saturday.
benefit both? Like, will it benefit one side? It's a weird question, isn't it?
If they're good on Twitter. If they're bad at Twitter, then they're not good.
Yeah.
So they should really assign. You know when the Benoit scandal happened and they had
God.
like CM Punk go on interviews because they knew 100% certainty he was definitely not on drugs. They should have guys like Kevin Owens and who else have they got that's on? Who in WWE is really good at social media?
Becky, but she's a bit
Becky.
controversial.
Yeah, I'm
Do you mean like funny ones though, who are like
just good.
Luke Harper? Well,
Luke Harper. Oh yeah, God. All right,
not
scratch that
a
then.
great example.
Yeah,
It's Wednesday, you know what that means.
shows him in a prison cell.
But when it's the day of the show, the AEW show in about 5 years' time that he's rumored to debut on, that tweet's gonna bang. It's Wednesday. It's Tuesday Night Dynamite. You know what that means?
I
those
don't
guys
see
should be
it.
doing
How
it.
did WWE come up with this looking good? This whole Twitter thing, like, it doesn't really mean anything, does it?
No, it's meaningless.
Well, it is and it isn't. As you said, sentiment's growing for anti-WWE stuff, like AEW, where a genuine second option is coming available. So now's a good time to have people angry or mad or just disillusioned with WWE. So if they do good social media, yay! Hey, look at that, guys. There's another wrestling company. Where? And they've got good tweets as well. Ooh, let's all go there, guys.
I'll tell you what, though. I hope AEW's social media is consistent with their storylines and vice versa.
Okay,
Because that's one big thing that does my tits in out WWE.
the breaking of kayfabe.
Yeah. Well, not just that. It's like it's when they tie it into storylines with some people and then they don't with some other people. Like Randy Orton called Aleister Black out on Twitter a week or two ago. Yeah, Aleister Black's still shouting in a room on his own.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like
How
that.
bad was that? He was a kid doing a YouTube video and his mum walked in. Mom!
Did you see?
Mom, play Minecraft!
Did you see Randy Orton on Twitter destroying Zack Ryder?
Yeah.
It was so good.
No.
There's this like someone had shared a picture of like a
little Bo Peep
lamp from Toy Story, like a little
Oh,
Bo Peep lamp. And Zack Ryder was like, "This is awesome" or something like that.
Really
And
cool.
Randy Orton put, "Really? Jesus Christ." Nerd.
But I think the question is, do you like or dislike somebody, a wrestler, whatever, because they've got good or bad?
I try and separate it.
Right.
I went off Seth Rollins when he did that money thing. I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie to you.
Ah.
I went off him a bit. Oh, you're a bit of a dickhead, you.
Okay.
But then Osprey's not good at Twitter, and I still really like Osprey.
Yeah, I like
He's good now.
At the minute.
until
He's like the Braun Strowman wrestling ability trajectory.
Yeah.
He's gone, woo!
But as we speak, he's probably tweeting like, "Oh, shoot you!" And like, just,
he's like one of those signs outside a caravan park. This many days since the last tour.
0
Yeah,
days.
wait a minute. But yeah, so that's where it's weird. If Osprey didn't have a Twitter account, I'd be like, "Oh, Osprey." Then he tweets over, I'm like,
Yeah.
Whereas Pac, your boy, is
Oh,
class on Twitter.
Speaking of great wrestling
Yeah.
and great at Twitter,
Yeah. Does he still tweet all in capitals?
yes,
Okay.
I think so.
Do you remember that image? I can never find it. I've tried to find it so many times. It's when Rollins, I think, is like It's the image of Rollins when Rollins and Pac had that match where Pac nearly won the belt.
Yes.
But he got his feet on the ropes. And there's a picture of Rollins like bragging, like facing hard cam, going like, hey, hey. And Neville's behind him looking up at him like that. And someone had done a long caption that was like, here, you little dafty, I will. It's just like, it goes on for so long. It's like, I'm the hardest lad in all of Cramlington. It's really good. But I can't find it anywhere. Yeah, cool.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it helps AEW certainly, but I think WWE's best bet if they wanted to crush the competition is just to totally ignore it.
Yeah.
Put a blanket ban on all their wrestlers backstage. Be like, don't bite. Stop it. But,
Yeah, if all of AEW, the wrestlers, like, pick a target. All right, Jimmy Havoc, you get Mojo Rawley. And they all just, like, start going at them at the same time. It's like, yeah, what would that be?
precision strikes on Twitter.
Yeah.
That being said,
3, 2, I will set your watches. Now.
It's like when Sizem tweeted and then all of British Strong Style went, no, you're actually wrong, mate. I don't think it's true.
That's right.
It's right. My name is Toilet Bite.
Sizem's got a cape though, so he wins.
And abs.
Yeah.
His cape has abs.
Oh, wait, Tyler Bates got abs. What am I talking about?
Seven's just got them. They're just hiding.
I find his body very charming. Yeah. No, not like that. Okay, never mind.
Well, I find him like that, yeah. So it's all right.
Okay. Dad bods.
Daddy.
Thing is, say
I do. Well, to get. Sorry.
How dare you
no,
interrupt
no,
this
no,
discussion
no,
to
no, no,
Seven's
no,
don't let
body?
me ruin your
no,
tangents.
no,
Keep
it's
going.
fine. No,
He's a
go on.
WWE employee.
I do like Rollins' initial stance in that he was sticking up for the boys in WWE. I
Yeah.
do like he was leading from the front before it turned sour.
Yeah.
I like that initial tweet because nobody does that in WWE, does they? Like they stick up for their own company.
Yeah, and you have to say them being the baddies or whatever, the evil whatever. Then it could be hard saying no. There are good people here. I'm not going to defend them.
And it's
just
not their
because
fault, is it?
whatever.
They're not writing the storylines, are
No.
Ron's like, it's not my fault. You hate watch this show every week. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to force this podcast to end because I'm gonna predict my Fyter Fest predictions with Ben in a second.
now.
Ben.
Oh, in the
I
video.
need to-
Like,
that's,
literally.
that's shoot like time constraints I need to actually.
That is Pachiti off camera. So, I hope we've answered that question that we created ourselves. Thank you very much for joining us on the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
Thank you.
You've been watching and listening
To Ross.
to Jack.
to Mafu. Oh, wait. You haven't said
Forever.
anything this weekend. Hello, I'm also in this. All right, shut up. Remember when Osprey had a go for? No, shut up. So,
Patreon.com.
as always, go to patreon.com.
/Cultaholic for voting on the Hall of Fame and other things. Mailbag.
Mailbag at cultaholic.com for all of your email desires.
And as always, Seth Rollins took a picture of his own number, but no, he didn't. That was somebody else. Shut up. We're trying to end the podcast.
Never forget
Never forgive.
to join,
As always, join us.
us.
For all the gigolos and juggalos out there. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter at Cultaholic, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe, and don't forget, join us.